Ever thought this shit wasn't real, yo? Hey, if you ever thought it wasn't real, all you gotta do is look at your phone, dial 988, and start asking them questions around genetics. Here, I can't wait for me to get comfortable, y'all. Because if I get comfortable, I might just go live every day and just record all my conversations with 988. So the world, y'all can see how they dodge questions around people that really know what's going on. You know? This shit is protected. The toxicity of this system is protected in so much ways, y'all. And it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting because you reach a point of awareness where you realize where you can't be manipulated. And if you talk to any of these people in these positions, in these occupations, you reach a certain level of awareness where they don't even talk to you like a regular person because they know the genocide in which they're protected, in which they're under, and they know you know the bullshit, so they'll just run circles around it, even if you're not talking to them specifically about those matters. Just by them talking to you and telling you have the intellect to understand the manipulation in which they're abusing you or that position working as. You feel me? This is what we're dealing with, y'all. So you really got to think about it. These people are dangerous as shit. You can't take these people serious, y'all. Like, you got to deal with them like in a way where it's like, you know, because what they're going to be on, they're trying so hard to provoke us. But y'all see what that gas giant in the sky is doing? That's all the validation I needed. They can laugh at whatever. They can't stop that, though. And guess what? Ain't nobody, even that Latina woman that was laughing that she was driving past me, she's not neuromelanated, you know? And not only is she not neuromelanated, but once this shit shuts down, however much closer she's connected to this system or thinks that we're supposed to be living like this, she's gonna be between a rock and a hard place, you know? Because like I said, you notice where we're at now, but nobody is validating it, but everybody's dealing with that sun differently. That's the type of energy you're dealing with. So people don't realize that people are throwing out the same energy to not validate people that said stuff that's happening right now. You feel me? So they look stupid as shit. So I guarantee you that lady probably drove by me and seen me over the years and was laughing at me, but she's laughing at me about stuff that I said yesterday that's happening right now, that she's more uncomfortable about than she was when she first heard me speaking about it. You get what I'm saying? So these are the psychopaths that we're dealing with, y'all. These are the psychopaths that we're dealing with. You can't take them serious. The neurological issues that they're having is so supreme that while we're getting closer and closer to this shit shutting down, the save face, they're just trying to overcompensate and act like everything is all right, or attack the people off of laughing at them in any way to try to make them feel inadequate about their insight. That's what's happening on the planet, y'all. I'm telling y'all, that's what's happening on the planet. You know? But I'm one of the people that I've been stopped giving a fuck a long time ago, so a million people can laugh at me, point their fingers at me, all the shit that they want to do, or any type of shit like that, and none of that's going to stop me from speaking truth and how I really feel about what's going on. Can't nothing stop me, y'all. You know? As this shift takes place, I'm going up, and I'm matching this frequency of the sun. You feel me? Flat out. Matter of fact, it's about that time. It's about that time to eat some fruit. It's about that time to eat some fruit. Eat these bananas, but first I'm about to kill these 4 tangerines. You feel me? Y'all better match the frequency of the planet and stop fucking playing. It's a different time right now, y'all. It's a different time right now, y'all. We dealing with real psychopaths that the more they see of what's really taking place, not looking at the facts of really what's what out of what they've been told and their failure to remember who they are. You know, it's funny because there's tribes and stuff of us organic people, right? Outside of America, I'm saying, like, believe it or not, there's still some tribes that they can't go to today. Like, if they show up, it's on site, right? And that they won't even dare mess with right now, right? those people, hold up real quick, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, I forgot what I was about to say eating this jumbo crab. Oh, it's gonna come back with me. I got one mission. Actually, I got 3 missions. I got 3. One is to make it back to my son amongst the genocide that protected that level of wickedness and that shapes that wickedness as if it's normal for it even to be able to continuously go on in a system like this, right? The second is making sure I'm matching the frequency of the solar flares and that gas giant that's me in the sky, right? And that third, also, the first, when I mentioned getting back to my son, also in connection to that, is protecting all children. That's like hand in hand. You feel me? Then the third is just making sure I make it to your next sunrise. Because when you really see this shit for really what it is, oh yeah, you know, as a neuromelanated being, as a neuromelanated being, that they trying to get you to crash the fuck out. Because that's what starts being conflicting around the lies as they're coming out. And they want you to crash out before this shit crashes in itself. I'm gonna be honest with you. They want you to, because even while the changes that Mother Nature is taking right now, separating us from these people, and us that still want to live this lie, right? That's even more dangerous than them, right? The system's still not all the way gone yet, right? So in their mind, they want to get you to crash out as an organic being if you're aware and can see the forest beyond the trees before they don't have that control even to do that to you. That's what they want to do, you know? Yo, I appreciate that. Excuse me. This shit juicy as shit. I'm not gonna lie. This shit juicy as shit, y'all. But yeah, you know, the chosen are always gonna get attacked more. You know what I mean? The chosen are always gonna go through more. The information is gonna be endless. Their battles are gonna be 10 times harder. I knew by the childhood that I had that my life already in for some shit, and I was gonna find out some shit. I already knew. I knew, yo. So that's why none of this shit shocks me. But those 3 things that I told y'all around children, matching the energy of the sun, and making it to the next sunrise, that's all I care about. All this other shit is irrelevant. You can't tell me different. All they're gonna be talking about going forward is that gas giant in the sky, genetics, and children. That's it. They're in a race against the sun, but you're not gonna win against nature. Especially when you don't even belong to nature. You know what I'm saying? You don't even belong in nature. Nature don't even fit you. You feel me? Ain't no way. Nature just gonna get you out of here. Y'all, and that's what she doing right now, y'all. No matter how much a neuromelanated or you melanated being wants to coincide with their ways and not seeing for how they are, and try to make it beneficial as if we should be living this genocidal life, false ideology, right? They're not going to be able to hold on to it. You feel me? And let me tell y'all also, like a lot of other people are saying, especially if you were organic, right? Keep talking about the situations, yo, because the reason why is because You got to realize, if you're neuromelanated like me, you feel me? At the end of the day, you match those cosmos. You match that sun in the sky. And the more you speak truth while you're in hell, while you're in prison on your own planet, amongst these unnatural people, the faster you're telling that sun thank you and speeding up the process. You feel me? Don't let nobody tell you any different. That's why you notice how hot this summer is from last summer. We almost home, y'all, and this shit beautiful. This shit is so beautiful. I made so much people aware today, but it was this one goddess I made aware today. And I was telling her indifference of DNA and how all these people that's unnatural, how they're going to become more dangerous even if they don't see it themselves. Off of them being unnatural to the planet and not being able to convert sunlight into chemical energy naturally. It's a wrap for their ass, you know? They can play stupid all they want, but they know it's a wrap. It's a matter of time, as they would say it, right? It's a matter of time. So I'm proud of my species, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. You know how strong you gotta be to be speaking truth in a time right now where it's not validated? You know how strong you gotta be and how you gotta be coming in yourself and loving on yourself in that way? Peace, goddess, peace. That was just a goddess. You know how strong you gotta be? You know? You gotta be strong as shit. You know? So, y'all, this shit is beautiful. There's a goddess that just waved at me just now, right? And that goddess, she knows how extensive my information is on everything and what's taking place on the planet and what that means for all organisms, not even just people, y'all, organisms. So that means even the ants, you feel me? Even the ants. Like, this is all organisms right now, all living life, you know? So I'm grateful that I'm aware of this shit, but at the same time, this shit brought a lot of pain. You know, because once you know what's really been done and what's being done, you still gotta be like Clark Kent. Like, you can't be emotionally connected to this shit. Cause put it like this, if I was really emotionally connected to this shit, I'd really be spazzing out. Like, when I be spazzing, I mean spazzing out. Like, I really would be spazzing out. But I'm literally just making sure I match the energy of the planet, you know? Like, I don't even need to be smoking these. The little bit of sweat y'all see me sweating and stuff is because I'm still smoking these, or I started smoking them again. And I know it's not good. I know it's the last thing. I know basically anything that you put in your body right now as a neuromelanated being that you shouldn't, the sun is trying to sterilize that out of you, you know? I'm in fight, flight, or freeze. You get what I'm saying? My brothers and sisters are still capitulating in this shit. And capitulating but not combating enough what's inevitably happening as we're getting closer and closer and the days pass. And it's like, it's a lot of stuff that people are talking about besides the actuality of what's actually taking place with that gas giant in the sky and the ozone layer. You know? Everybody want to talk about everything else besides that. Like, I'm going to have people record some of the phone calls. I got one already on there with me talking about children and how important they are. And you see how much views that didn't even get a lot because people really don't care about children. I wasn't even shocked about that because all that was is just a confirmation of the Epstein files coming out. But what this species has been doing since they've been on the planet, even through their separation of having some of them live amongst us to make this lie more believable. Like, this whole shit is funny as hell. This shit is a video game. All my memories coming back. I'm over here looking at these so-called trees that we know as trees, like these small ass motherfucking bushes. I'm ready for my mountains to be trees again, you know? For real, like I'm tired of this shit. You really think about it, why would, man, I'm not gonna say why, because I understand DNA, but it's still crazy to me, and I'm not that species, but a planet that was so beautiful, like everything was in order. I don't care how much you wanted to live your way, but I'm gonna let you know, it was never about them living their way. It was about them suppressing us off of the jealousy of them, the confused admiration of wanting to be us, but can't be us, not even being able to get in ourselves. That's what it was about. So when I tell you, it never was about color of skin, it was always about genetics, you know? The experimentations that took place yesterday, those experimentations are being taken today, but legally, you know, off of your lack of awareness of knowing who you are, you know, allowing it to happen, giving it consent, you feel me? My mom said she was going to see what do you call it? What's the thing, women, when they touch on your private, the gynecologist or whatever? I think it's the name of it. And I'm saying to myself, like, you know, my mom's a grown woman, but I'm saying from a kid's standpoint, and she shouldn't even be being touched on from a medical practice of that curriculum which they're following. But I'm saying, our kids, that's fucking child molestation. How the fuck is you touching on me and we don't even got the same DNA? You touching on my young black girls. Fuck is wrong with you? You feel me? I signed out this shit a long time ago. But anybody that knows how I am, knows how I was even in ignorant form, right? They'll tell you, oh, I seen that coming a mile away with him. Because I already know the type of person he was. I know he's passionate about what he feels. I know he's big on right is right and wrong is wrong. So him to find out some shit like this, and then him himself even be black himself, coming from the black mom, oh yeah, I would have told you as soon as he found that out, he wouldn't have let go of that shit. Anybody really knows me, they'll tell y'all that. Like, I'm not even shocked with him on this tip like that. Just the fact something like that exists and really took place, in which what we're living in now and deeming as regular reality and normalized off of the genocidal trickle down, right? Yeah, he ain't letting that go. You know, I'm not letting that go. Just like how Mother Nature ain't letting people live comfortable on a planet living off me, the same thing with me. And all the places where I'm at, I make people feel it. Because too much has been done. And people try to hold on to toxicity. I'm looking at everybody, y'all, like they'll touch on kids. I'm like, if you're willing to go to work for the natural resources that's been hijacked and you can't figure that out yet, or who you are and what your forefathers did to mines, if you're not me, and you just focus on getting a bag because you're in a monetary system, oh yeah, you'll touch on a kid. You'll definitely touch on a kid, for a fact. Do some wild stuff to children, for a fact. You know, I look at everybody that's trying to protect this system that they'll touch on children, because that's what you look like to me, you know, and that's what you look like to the sun. That's why the sun is, the more cognitive dissonance around the real issues is stuff that shouldn't have ever been supposed to even being done. All that energy of ignoring it, that the sun is giving that energy all back to the planet. And people that shouldn't even be here on the planet. That destroyed people that was already here on the planet. You get what I'm saying? Whenever I go in hospitals and I talk to doctors, y'all should see how they deal with me. They either be like very embarrassed, very, very sad, or it's like the utmost respect. It's one of them things every time. It's not even just off of what I know or the next black man knows, so-called say, but it's about the fact that even they talking about it now. You get what I'm saying? There's white women on the internet talking about the white man is the most dangerous man in the world. You know, there's white women and white men talking about this, y'all. The 1p36 chromosome deletion. Tell me that's not picking up. Tell me it's not, you know? The ARS, the acute radiation syndrome, the overloaded radiation in a short period of time. Photodermatitis, allergic reaction to the sun, melanoma. Rashes on people that you've never seen a day in your life, where you might even have to question, is that even a rash? I'm not happy that unnatural people are breaking down. That whole body cellular structure, their cells are deteriorating. I'm not happy about that. I'm not mad at it, but I'm not happy about it. I understand why it's being done, but I'm not. Even with everything that's been done to us and our children, no number touched the amount of children of our children that's been slaughtered and murdered. Infants fed to alligators. You know what I mean? All types of shit. But I'm not a violent species. See, this world has taught me to be violent off of me not knowing who I am, and I believed it, and actually manifested off of me even having the fight with my brother, having thoughts wrong about my brother, in which I respected yesterday. You know what I mean? Due to the environment that I grew up in. But even in the environment that I grew up in, I was always a peaceful nigga, it was certain stuff that I wasn't rocking for. Even in my low state, I always had a soul. I always had a good heart. You know what I'm saying? If I seen certain stuff, I wasn't rocking for it. That was just out of place. If this shit was to shut down right now, I know I'm getting an A. Ain't no doubt about it. Shit, the owl just came to me literally while I was on the 9-8 call, literally less than an hour ago. As I was explaining something in a complex cell organism was trying to have cognitive dissonance and trying to change the subject. And she was shocked because I said it abruptly. She knew I wasn't lying by how I said it abruptly. Yeah, owl just came to me, That be happening on the reg. There's videos on me. You look at my YouTube right now if you're seeing my shit. Owls coming to me, hawks and shit, in front of people and everything. But it's been worse than even that's on video. Way worse. I'm talking about whole honeybees coming around my head, and you're looking for a hive, but there's no hive to be found. Shit like that. I know I came here to break this shit down. There's no doubt about it. How you doing today, brother? Stressed, man. Trying to get help. But we almost home though, man. It's almost the system. We about to be free, bro. About to be free ski. We about to be free ski. What up? It's wild that we live in a time where from a collective majority standpoint, people are mad about what they can't change. But it's just showing how much darkness has been around us. That's what it's showing. We've been in darkness, y'all. We've been in darkness.